Hi guys! Today I'm going to be filming my foundation routine, which is why you see me with no makeup on and I'm a mess. But I thought this would be helpful just so you can see what I do on a daily basis when I'm putting on foundation. This way, in the future, when I do makeup tutorials, I can just skip that part, refer you to this video, and all of my videos will be a little bit shorter and a little bit more structured. So, I've already washed my face. I use, on days when I have breakouts or my skin is feeling not so great, I use the Equate Oil-Free Acne Wash. And like I said, I don't use this every day, just when I feel like my skin needs it. Today I've got quite a few bumps. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if my primer that I tried out recently is breaking me out or what, but yeah, I use this. And then what I like to do after that, I have Witch Hazel. And this is just an astringent. I like to put this on my face to kind of help it heal. It kind of removes any residue. I don't know, it's to the relief of minor skin irritations due to insect bites, minor cuts, and minor scrapes. It's a skin astringent and it's good for facial cleansing. So I wash with the oil-free acne wash. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of this Witch Hazel to my face to kind of act as a toner. And I just use one of these big cotton rounds. And I just swipe this along my face. My forehead. So there's that. And it dries really quickly. It only takes a second. Then I moisturize. This is the Equate Naturally Beaming Daily Moisturizer with Soy-Based Complex, Broad Spectrum SPF 15 sunscreen in there. And this is just supposed to be comparable to the Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. I don't know if it is because I haven't tried that one. I just put a couple of pumps on the back of my hand here. I have very, very dry skin. And then I apply this to my face. I like to add the first layer, let it soak in for just a few seconds, and then I take what's left on my hand and apply it to my drier areas just for a little bit of extra moisture. Pretty much just 2 layers of moisturizer. I give that a chance to set in for a few minutes. Well, a few seconds. And then I go ahead and I apply my foundation. And the foundation that I use is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Cream Makeup. Comes in a jar like this. I am in the shade Nude. And I just open it up. It looks like that. And I just like to take my finger, scoop a little bit of it out, put it on the back of my hand right where that moisturizer was, just so I can get this closed up and out of the way. And then I got it on my face. I kind of work half of my face at a time. And then I use my Coastal Scents powder buffer brush, and it's dirty because obviously I use this every day, and I just buff it into my skin. I work in little mini circles, making sure that I get around my nose, my forehead, down my cheeks, and down my neck. I don't use a lot of foundation because I feel like my skin is pretty good. I just do a light layer. And then once all that is blended in, I move on to the other side of my face. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then there's a little tiny bit left on my hand like there is today. I'll just take my brush through it and apply it down my neck a little bit more. So there's that. Now that's my foundation on. Now I don't use a face primer every day, so I did not include that. But when I do use a face primer, I use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I just thought I'd show it to you today. And I will do a foundation routine probably for an evening look later on, and I'll showcase this product. But this is just the tone adjusting green one, and that's what I use when I prime. Should have said that earlier, but I didn't. So that's the foundation on. Looks pretty good. You can see there's, well, I don't know if you can see, there's still quite a few spots showing through. This can be layered on and become a really full coverage foundation, but I just like to wear it a little bit more sheer, and then I go ahead and do my concealing. My concealers of choice are the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Concealer and Corrector. It's like a little pen. It's got a brush. You twist it up and the product comes out here. And I like to use this under my eyes just to kind of brighten that area. And then for spot treating, I use the Tone Correcting Concealer by e.l.f. It has a little doe foot applicator like this. And I am in the shade light beige. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take my glasses off. Just this up. I like to just draw a little triangle here under my eye. And I take it kind of up here next to my eye also, next on the side of my nose. And then on the other eye. And I just use my fingers and pat that in. And then I just take my e.l.f. Tone Correcting Concealer and I conceal any spots or imperfections. And Lord knows I have them. I have a little sunspot here, and you know the lighting's not great in here, but I don't know if you can see it. It's very forgiving today. But I always cover that. I've got a few breakouts that I like to cover. I always go around my nose because I have some redness there, and there's a few spots here on my forehead. And again, this lighting is not great, so it's very forgiving, and you can't really see them, but trust me, they're there. And then again, I just use my fingers, pat, pat, pat all of this in. And I just go back in with my foundation brush, go over those areas where I concealed to make sure it's all blended evenly. So that's that. Lastly, I use my e.l.f. High Definition Powder. This is just in the clear formula. I know they have a few others now, but when I purchased this, it was only, all they had was clear. And I don't ever see myself buying a different one because I love this. I just put a little bit in the cap. And I like to use the puff that it came with and just press this right into my skin, concentrating on the areas where I put concealer. And then sometimes using this puff, it really presses it into the skin and doesn't make anything move, but sometimes it applies a little bit heavy, so I just like to take a powder brush. This is actually the e.l.f. complexion brush. I use this for blush a lot. I have several of these. But I use this one in particular just to brush away any excess powder. It's just a clean brush, nothing on it, and I just sweep it across my face to remove any excess powder, like I said. So that's it, you guys. That's how I do my foundation every single day. When I'm just running out the door to go, you know, do errands, grocery shopping, just kind of everyday stuff. This is not the foundation routine that I use when I'm going out or when I need it to last particularly long, although this does last most of the day. That's my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.